I am here to introduce ThingLink to you all. ThingLink is a website that makes it easy to present lessons and make it interactive in the classroom. This is what the website looks like when you go into thinglink.com. Once you are here, you are prompted to try it for free or to log in. I'm going to simply click login and go into my ThingLink. Once we're here, this is your main dashboard. This is where you can see your main content as to what you have created. I personally have the free website, which basically allows me to create different thing links and elaborate them. The downside to this is that you cannot add your students. If you have the free website, you will have to upgrade to a professional website in order to add your students. The way I use ThingLink is embedding different lessons or creating different lessons with my students, and together we get to create a ThingLink together, as you'll see, as I did in one of my previous assignments. As well, we go to the 360-degree library, and here they have different collections of different items that you can use in your lessons, or a virtual guide. Field trip, you can use this as well. You can use that for your classroom. For example, if you will be talking about Latin America, you could go in here and find different 360 images from Latin America. For example, vamos a Callejón del Embudo. It will give you a 360 image of how El Callejón del Embudo looks, right? You will have to use your trackpad on your laptop to scroll around it, and it gives you a beautiful 360 image of the Callejón del Embudo. The cool thing about ThingLink is that you can add different things to this 360 image, and I will show you guys how to do that in a moment. So that's the 360 library. Once we go back to your content, you can either create a folder, right, to make everything separated in your own content library. You can create different interactive content here. You can basically start with a blank canvas, which is typical like a normal PowerPoint slide. You can insert an image, a normal 2D image. You can insert a 360 image or a virtual tour. You can create a showroom gallery. You can add stuff for your map or aerial view, an infographic, a floor plan, a learning experience. You can even create a presentation here, a product demo, a shoppable media, a video or a 360 video, a VR experience. They're usually doing cover letters now, so that can also help here. A timeline, and newly they have added a 3D model. I will be showing you guys how to create a 360 image. The cool thing about ThingLink, when you're creating each image, it gives you a step-by-step instruction as to what to do. So for example, if I were to be doing a floor plan, right, it gives you some quick tips, and if you click on the video, it will elaborate a little bit better as to how to use ThingLink. So it actually takes you step by step on how to use any of these interactive resources. So for the image store, you can either choose any of the examples provided here. You can use one of your own if you have a 360 camera, such as a Samsung 360 camera, or your iPhone can take a 360 image, or a panoramic, anything like that. You can use it. You can upload your own. You can upload it, design it with Canva, import it from OneDrive, or import it from Google Drive. And for the purpose of this presentation, I will be using one provided by ThingLink here to show you that you simply use the model that they have, and then there's little thumbnails that each one has that you will click on, and it will take you to either the next portion of the tour that we have here in 360. So now we're in the beachside boutique resort. We go back to the reception. We can go to the next part of it. Again, it will take some time to load. So the suite and pool view, how everything looks. And inside you can keep on adding more details, like how I can go into the restroom. I can go into the living room over here. On this side, I can go back and see a picture of how it looks from the outside, and so on and so forth. That's how the restroom looks. So it's a very interactive website that you can use with your students in the classroom. So once you upload and create your image, for instance, I've already added some thumbnails here. This is where I work, and recently in my social studies lesson, we were talking about Spanish colonizers and as well as indigenous tribes in Texas. So in here, what I did with my students, they got to obviously create a presentation, a project of it. As you can see, they each developed an indigenous tribe, and then they talked about some of the colonizers that they had to talk about in that lesson. What I do with these, obviously, I take it a step further, and I challenge my students to, go above and beyond. So once you create your ThingLink, you can go to Edit. And in Edit, it will basically take you to the 360 image that you have. And here on the top right corner, you will be able to see that it have a full-on 360 image since I'm able to scroll 360 fully. Okay? They will then, as we add tags to our video, to our project, you will see that the tags will start to be added in our 360 image here. So for now, I do have some tags already created for you all, but we're gonna go ahead and create a tag for our first one right here. This little girl talked about the Comanches. So I'm gonna simply click add a tag, and it will tell you if the tag is a text or media, if it's a label. You can embed content from website. You can create a tour such as the one I just showed you all, or create a poll. That's what we can use, right? So at this time, we're gonna add text and media. I will change the icon. There's many icons that we can use depending on what type of media you're using. In this case, I will be using a video. I will keep it simple and keep the video. I'm gonna go with red, so the video comes from YouTube. You can change the layout of how the presentation will look or whatever it is that you want inside this portion. Since it's just a video, I'm gonna keep it basic. I'm gonna add a title to it. I will be talking about the Comanche for this one. The Comanche tribe. You can add a description, elaborate a little bit more as to what the video is. In this case, I was able to locate a video that I showed my students on YouTube about the Comanche. All we simply need to do from YouTube is click share, find that link, copy the link provided from YouTube, go back into your tag, and on the button for URL, simply paste your tab there. You can also change the button tag. Instead of saying YouTube, you can switch it to Comanche video, or the title of the video itself, which is the Comanche tribe, correct? So we go back here and we can call it the Comanche tribe. Once you click that, you simply click done, and you have created your tag. You can move your tag anywhere around the area of your 360 ThingLink image. I will paste it above my student right here. Okay. The cool thing now that the tag is created, as you can see, it was added to our 360 video. Now, when we get to share this with the students, they will be able to click on this button and it will take them to what the Comanche tribe is. Okay. Now, for example, now let's go ahead and add. You can also add images, a tag for images. You can click add tag, add text and media. In this case, if it's an image, you can go in and switch it to an image, right? To whatever type of image you want. You can be able to change the layout of it again. And then you will either upload the image or video here. You can even upload audio, okay? So once you do that, you will be able to have a tag such as this one. My class is a dual language classroom. So in this case, we did talk about the Rio Grande. I give a description as to what the image was, and you can add multiple. As you can see down here, I added 2 for them, telling them how long the Rio Grande expands and what it is. Okay, that's when we're talking about that region of Texas. The video itself, ThingLink is very easy to use, not really complicated. It's very friendly to all type of users. I will add another video here since we also talked about the Kato. I will add my video that I found on YouTube with my students, that I showed my students. I will add it here, and I will change the button title again to what the title is. In this case, it is the Kato, so we're just going to leave it as the Kato as well. And we'll elaborate the Kato there. Once you're done, just simply click done, and we have added another tag that again you can move throughout the presentation itself. Now, one more video that I would like to add, if you want to see, we live on the mountains and basins region, so of course we add a little bit of that to our description of the photo that we added for this tag here, as well as adding a different sites of interests for the region and area, and different things that we can use to elaborate and make this lesson a little bit more engaging. Now, if we want to create a virtual tour, we can just simply use to create a tour. Here we will have to create a scene, right? In this case, it does elaborate as to what I can use. You can upload your own, any of the videos that you may want to be using. In this case, I'm just going to use one of the ones provided by ThingLink. I'm going to go with this sample interactive one. So if I at that destination, once I click here, it's going to take me into the image that I chose, the same way that it did in my previous video, in my previous demonstration of the hotel. So here you can even add a description as to what it is. We can say, for example, this is the Mesita Garden. Keep it simple and click done. So now if I go here, I am going to change my icon to be a simple circle. That way it could be, used as that one. Let's go with the white circle right there. Done. So here, when they click on the Mesita Garden, it will take them to that image that I chose for them to use. Once we're done, I simply go to done, and it will show again. It will continue rotating on itself, showing, the video of what we have created with all those tags. Again, we got the videos here, so we click on it. It will take us to the video. If you click on the text that we created, it will take you to the text with the pictures you provided and the information you decided to write. You can also ask it for it to read it to you, and it will read it to you. Oops, I went out. No worries. All we have to do is go back to ThingLink and go to login. Go back to our presentation, and again, it will see it. If you want to go to that virtual Mesita Garden, again, it will take a while for it to load, and it will take us into the next part of it. That's how you can create those virtual tours. In the example, this one has a video, and we can add a little bit of images explaining as to what's going on, what type of birds we see here, so on and so forth. So this is how I use ThingLink in my classroom, and how ThingLink can be used in the library as well. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.